All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Corona del Sol High School in Tempe. The Aztecs are back at home, taking on the Chandler Wolves tonight in a 6A showdown. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. We apologize for the technical difficulties earlier on, but we are back on the live stream now. It's 14-0. Chandler leads it after the end of the first quarter. Corona del Sol has the ball. It's a 3rd and long. They were able to move upfield a little bit, but penalty or two here and there brought it back. So it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 43. The Aztecs line up with trips to the right, and Jacob Helt is one of them. Ackerley feels the pressure, and he rolls left. He's going to take off with it and get driven to the sideline, out of bounds at the 48. So it'll be still a 4th and long. This time, no, they will bring the punt team on here. They thought about it for a second going for it, but on still a 4th and long, 4th and 7 situation, they elect to bring out the punt team instead. So Chandler will get the ball back here just at the start of the second quarter.
This Chandler offense is something else.
But on the bright side, starting to get things going for the Corona del Sol offense. End up punting it away again. It's caught around the 7-yard line or so. The receiver out around the 20, still in bounds, tries to stay in bounds instead of be driven to the sideline, and he's tackled around the 33. A flag, I believe, flies in near the Corona del Sol sideline. Thought I saw a flag come in. Maybe not. Yes, there was. We'll see what that flag is for here in a second. The officials discuss. I think maybe.
Return illegal block it back on the return team. Okay.
So it will be actually against Chandler, an illegal block in the back. I think that'll push them back. Then the referee from the other sideline comes in, I think with the flag on the far side, and they're going to talk about this again.
Chandler is the top-ranked team in the state, number 20 in the nation.
It'll be first down one.
So that will, that penalty takes Chandler back a little bit, but they'll still have the ball. It'll be first down.
Only on Chandler, 1st and 10, the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 19 with Blake Heffron, the quarterback for the Wolves, the 5'8" senior.
I'll tell you what, it is a big task to fill the shoes of a quarterback as great as Dylan Raiola.
So far, he's done a good job as the Wolves are 3-0. He takes the snap and keeps it, runs up the right side. He's brought down around the 30. And I think they'll give him enough for a first down there. Yeah.
With the run, gain of 10. 1st and 10.
Just enough with a gain of 10. And with that direct snap, he's pretty speedy. He was able to get outside and upfield quickly. Take it again. Heffron this time looks to throw. Does left side, wide open receiver.
Oh, boy.
And
the
Aztecs are having a tough time catching up to him. He breaks a couple of tackles.
Look
There's
at this.
one more Corona del Sol defender who trips
all
him
the
up.
way inside the 5.
Wow. Carter Ochoa of Chandler Did not want to be brought down on that play.
Not that far.
Chandler showing us why they are the top team in the state. Just mentioning the Chandler Wolves by name is enough to make you quiver.
A big holding penalty will back them up to the 45.
Wow. And to have that called back.
And
huge play gets called back.
I can imagine Coach Garrettson on that Chandler sideline is not happy about that one.
He is fuming right now.
1st and 10 from the 45. And number 5, the running back, will get the handoff. That's Khalil Valentine. He stays on his feet, gets outside, and he's finally taken out of bounds by the Aztecs inside the 5-yard line.
Isaiah McKay.
Wow, they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that is the kind of talent that this Chandler Wolves team has, to be able to be called back nearly 40 yards, 30 or 40 yards from the previous play and get back in the same spot. Heffron hands it off to Valentine again, up through the middle and in for a touchdown. Yards from the previous play and get back in the same spot. Heffron hands it off to Valentine again, up through the middle and in for a point attempt here from Adriano Pilato. And the kick is up and good. 21-0, the Chandler Wolves lead it, with 10:25 to go in the first half. A penalty is assessed, however, on the extra point attempt. They're going to call a false start against Chandler. And so they'll have to do it again from a couple yards back.
Do you believe they've brought their band here?
The Chandler band was actually playing the national anthem before the game. I know there's a big high school band competition going on next weekend. And speaking to some members of the Corona del Sol marching band leadership I talked to before the game, the kick is up and good. Chandler leads it 21-0. And with that, we'll take a break and return in a moment. You're watching Corona del Sol football on the Varsity Sports Show.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Corona del Sol High School here in Tempe. The visiting Chandler Wolves up 21-0 here with 10:25 to go in the first half. Paul Schultz joined by Jason Goldie here for the Varsity Sports Show.
It's been a one-sided game tonight.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. But I will say on the last drive, there seemed to be more of a spark than we saw the first 2 drives from the Corona del Sol offense. So we'll see what they can do here with this one. They're down 3 scores. Able to get the run game and the pass game involved a little bit. I think one thing that I've noticed is and this maybe is not a trademark of Coach Barrow's offense, but the few times that I've seen their tight end, the tight end of Corona del Sol, number 87, Jacob Helt, get involved in the passing game, they've really been able to get some big gains off of that. They'll get the handoff this time. I think it's Mustachia. He's brought down deep behind the line of scrimmage and won't get any. He'll lose a couple on that one.
And also, number 8 on the field is the returning Crew Swearingen.
Swearingen seeing his first game action of the season tonight. You may remember his name last year as he took over at quarterback when Connor Ackerley got injured. But now they're both back, and an incomplete pass as we call Swearingen's name. Not able to hold on to that one. But we've seen him targeted a couple times so far tonight. Jai Jones comes off to the sideline. And actually, I don't think, aside from Crew Swearingen, I don't think we've seen Raiden Vinesbright targeted yet tonight. As Ackerley takes the snap, rolls left, throws over the middle. And
what did you just say?
The man who we haven't called tonight, Raiden Vinesbright, his name finally called for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 6, so they'll give him 4 yards officially on that. But deep in their own territory, Corona del Sol's going to punt it away again. So far, we've seen mostly short passes and the run game heavily involved for the Aztecs offense. Maybe try to get the deeper passing game going on the next couple drives. Malcolm Flynn boots it away. It bounces first around the 43-yard line and rolls down around the 28, where it's finally touched by Cambrell Walker of Corona del Sol, and that's where Blake Heffron will get the ball back. 8:48 to go in the first half. Heffron, when you look at him, is quite a story. And besides being behind Dylan Raiola last year, he also plays varsity baseball. And I've been told that he is training to get his pilot's license along with his abilities on the football field, on the baseball field, and in the classroom.
He's a jack of all trades.
Absolutely. This time a handoff to the big running back.
But he loses the football.
Wow, he lost the football. The play might have been blown dead. We'll see what the officials say. I think they are going to spot the running back down. That was Khalil Valentine, who's been virtually unstoppable so far tonight. So they did blow the play dead. Boy, could you imagine if the Aztecs got that fumble recovery? There's been 2 so far this game where they could have really flipped the script. Heffron keeps it himself. He's wrapped up, but not enough, and he gets out past the line of scrimmage and still on his feet. He loses his helmet as he's tackled around the 47. A flag in the backfield. And as we see the official coming over to the sideline, I think talking to either the other officials or maybe Coach Barrow, if it's against Chandler.
It's going to be refused. Legal block the back 74-yard trip, but that's the way it is. 10 yards.
So 2 penalties against Chandler, and Coach Barrow will elect to take the illegal block in the back, set the Wolves back 10 yards. And so it will be first down.
Holding on the Wolves, first and 38.
And that can't be right. The scoreboard says first and 38. I don't think it's quite that far, but it is pretty far back. Maybe it is. A toss this time to Valentine. He's taken out of bounds on the sideline. Okay, 1st and 21 was what the scoreboard said. I was going to say 38. That seems like quite a bit, but still 21. So now they'll have a 2nd and long.
And off to number 5, tackled by a host of Aztecs.
So now it'll be 2nd and 20.
I wouldn't throw it long here.
Efron looks like that's what he wants to do. He'll fire it toward the sideline, intended for Khalil Valentine. It falls incomplete. That'll be 3rd and long. This is a big drive here for Corona del Sol. If they could get off the field with this kind of field position from Chandler, get the ball back maybe around the 50-yard line or so. Really set up a nice drive to get themselves back in this game. Third and 20. The ball spotted on the 28-yard line. Efron takes the snap. He'll look to throw. Has some defenders coming in. He dumps it off to Khalil Valentine, who passed the 40, past the 50, still on his feet. Finally tackled far after the first down marker, and he's brought down at the Aztec 32.
If you're Blake Heffron and it's 3rd and long, getting the ball to Khalil Valentine is a great decision every time.
This time they'll hand it off to number 20, Gio Barea.
Gio Barea has rushed for 3 touchdowns this season as the 2nd running back.
So what just minutes ago looked like the Aztecs were going to get the ball back. Chandler still has the ball now. They hand it off again to Barea. He breaks free through the middle, still on his feet. Brought down around the 10-yard line, and the Wolves continue to march, this time into the red zone. First and goal for Chandler. And it'll be a handoff to Barea again. And he moves his way through defenders and into the end zone for a touchdown.
This Chandler team is unstoppable. They went to the Open Division tournament last year, only to lose to Basha in the semis.
A flag comes in on the extra point attempt. The
Watch out,
second
man.
one. The Corona del Sol band warming up in the vicinity of where these extra point attempts are falling on the south side of the field. And a false start called against Chandler will back them up a little bit.
They got to do it again.
See if they can do it again here. Haven't had a whole lot of trouble so far.
I think they can.
The snap, the kick is up and good. And Chandler leads it 28-0 with 5:50 to go in the first half. I wonder, obviously the half not over yet, but what kind of halftime speech Coach Barrow is going to bring up in the Corona del Sol locker room.
Obviously, the Aztecs are upset-minded, but I don't see that happening. They're down 28. The odds are stacked against them, but stranger things have happened.
Well, we go back to their scheduling, and there's not a lot of easy games. You could say that opening game against Casa Grande, a 4A school, might have been the easiest game they'll play all year. They won that one 14-0, and since then have lost 2 games to 6A schools.
Centennial and Pinnacle.
But Coach Barrow, to his credit, as Brandon Holmes catches it in the end zone for a touchback, the Corona del Sol offense will come back out on the field. As I was saying, Coach Barrow, to his credit, wanted to stack a challenging schedule this year for this team. He felt that at the end of last year, they weren't really as prepared as they would like to be for playoffs when they came around. Obviously, that first round loss to Mesa last year. And so they really wanted to create a schedule that would simulate that playoff atmosphere and prepare them for the playoffs.
Yeah, that gives me deja vu from last year where I covered North for my JMC 302 class. They put together a tough schedule on purpose, and they only won 3 games.
Nick Mastachia got the handoff on the first play of this drive, got back to the line of scrimmage, but sets up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Ackerley, quick throw to the right side. It's caught, and the receiver still on his feet. Crew Swearingen making his presence known in his first game back. And that's enough for a first down for Corona del Sol. They've got enough time to march downfield here.
Yes, they do. 5 minutes.
And as we mentioned earlier, I think the key for them to being able to compete with this Chandler team is going to have to be the pass game. They're going to have to be quick with it and kind of try to outrun this team. Play action from Ackerley. It's Swearingen again. He's tripped up after a gain of about 2. Excuse me.
2nd and 8 Aztecs on the 34-yard line.
2nd and 8 from the 34. This time a handoff to Mastachia. And he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The clock will continue to run. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. The Aztecs really would like a first down here. They line up, I think, Zuri Glenn on the outside. Let's try this again. I don't think he's had a catch tonight.
I think you're right.
5 yards, still 3rd down.
So a 5-yard penalty against Chandler gets him a little closer. 3rd and 4. So it is Zuri Glenn from the bottom of the screen to the top of the screen. Zuri Glenn and then Crew Swearingen lined up on the left side. I can't see the number, but I would have to believe that it's Raiden Vinesbright on the right side. It is. He's targeted over the middle by Ackerley's pass, but he can't come up with it. It was just a little too high. And that'll bring
Christian Compion on the coverage.
And we saw Coach Barrow going for it a few times in the first couple games of the season, but not this time. He'll punt it away. Malcolm Flynn, the 6-foot senior, boots it away. It's caught around the 25-yard line, and the Aztecs defenders get to him quickly but cannot tackle him. Stays on his feet.
Oh, watch out!
Flag.
And he's finally brought down.
Finally brought down. A flag back deep around the 20-yard line. See who it goes against.
Blocking it back, number 21 White, the return team. We'll go half the distance and be first down.
So the Wolves called for the block in the back. They'll be set half the distance from the spot of the foul to the goal line. That'll set them up probably around the 12, 13-yard line maybe. Be at the 11.
Hey folks, just reminding you to stay tuned during halftime for special Varsity Sports Show programming with updates on local sports.
So the Chandler Wolves get the ball again. Blake Heffron hands it off. It's Valentine. Stays on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles. 3 Corona del Sol defenders have to kind of trap him in and guide him towards the sideline. He finally goes out of bounds around the 43.
I think he's one of the top 5 or 10 seniors in the state. Obviously committed to Illinois.
On this one, Heffron keeps it himself past the first down marker, and he's tripped up around the 43. We go back to Valentine. Yeah, the top rusher on the team coming into this game.
Sean Nkedia on the tackle.
10 on the Aztecs, 43.
Blake Heffron, the second highest rusher. We saw him take off there. He's got 21 carries for 122 yards to this coming into this game, that is. An average of 5.8 yards. Seems like he's been able to do a little more tonight. This time he throws wide open receiver.
Carter Ochoa.
Kevon Thomas on the coverage, able to take him out of bounds. First and 10 from the 21-yard line. Heffron hands off to Valentine. He's runs into some traffic and falls around the 19-yard line. And Corona del Sol calls a timeout. Correction, Chandler calls a timeout with 1:57 to go in the half.
Hey guys, if you like something sweet, head on over to our friends at Mini Donuts and
We see the Aztec marching band preparing for their halftime show down on the near side of the field. The new track, I think, was just installed here, or at least it has been since we've been back for the first game of the season.
They still haven't painted it yet. It's just black asphalt.
Over on the Aztec sideline, we see Connor Ackerley, who's talking to Jacob Helt and Zuri Glenn. Now he goes over and talks to Coach Barrow. Second and 7 for Chandler here. Hard count doesn't work. They look to the sideline and get the play. Heffron takes the snap, rolls right, looks to throw. The play's blown dead. Flag coming in on the play.
Snap. Delay a game offense. 5 yards. Still second down.
So they couldn't get the play off in time, and that'll back them up 5. 2nd and 12. 1:57 to go in the first half. As Heffron rolls right this time, looks to throw back left, and he's got to throw it into the ground.
I think that's intentional grounding.
And now the flag comes in.
Intentional grounding on the Wolves.
I called it.
Intentional grounding it was. Not any eligible receivers in the area. So that will back Chandler up. The ball will be spotted at the 37 after the penalty marker. 3rd and 25 for the Wolves. Small motion. Heffron takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, sits in the pocket, fires left side.
Great catch.
Did he make the catch? Yes, he did. Wow, in double coverage.
Jackson Branch, another one of the top seniors in the state, is uncommitted.
Chandler will take another timeout there. Stop the clock. 4th and 9. Could be talking over whether they want to go for it here or not, or go for the field goal.
Section, let's make some noise.
So once again, 4th and 9. See Blake Heffron come off the field, and it looks like they're going to try a field goal attempt here.
Adriano Pilato has not attempted a field goal this season.
The kick is up from the 27-yard line.
No.
No good.
No good.
So his first attempt of the season does not go the way he would want it to. The Aztecs will take over from the 20. We got 1.5 minutes to go in the half. And they're going to have to do something we haven't seen them do all game and try to air it out. Try to get downfield. First and 10 at their own 20. Ackerley, quick pass right side. It's caught by Jai Jones. His forward progress stopped after a gain of 3. Be 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the 23. Clock runs. Jones in motion. Or excuse me, Zuri Glenn fires to the left side off the hands of a Chandler defender, and Raiden Vinesbright is able to recover the pass. Boy,
wow.
And you know, Beginning of that play, not what they were looking for. They got the first down, though. Ackerley quick to throw. He tries to take off. Can't get back quite to the line of scrimmage. Really felt the pressure coming. And now a timeout is called by Corona del Sol with 44 seconds left in the half. Got to really use that momentum if they just got off the nice play from Raiden Vinesbright and try to capitalize with some points here. You're going to have to be strategic and quick with the clock management, but at the very least, hopefully can get into field goal range. So Raiden Vinesbright will go back out to the right side, and on the left side, it'll be Jai Jones and Zuri Glenn. Ackerley takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, just out of the hands of Zuri Glenn.
He could have taken that to the house.
30-11.
It was kind of close where it looked like he might have been able to get there, but just not enough. They'll line up twins to the left. Jai Jones again. This time pass is caught. It's wobbled a little bit. And they'll rule it incomplete.
I thought somebody caught that.
So did I. They'll rule it incomplete, and that brings up fourth down. And
Fourth and 11 Aztecs.
the Aztecs will have to punt it away.
It was almost blocked.
No one deep to receive. Chandler electing to let the ball roll out and take as much time off the clock as they can. The clock will stop at 18 seconds. Let's see, will they try to have a play of some sort, or...
It looks like we have a pitch invader.
Oh boy. Coach Barrow is not happy about it. Coach Barrow is, if he wasn't mad before about what was going on the field, a little fired up after that incident. And Chandler elects to kneel it out, run out the clock. That will end the first half. The Aztecs go scoreless, and the Wolves lead it 28-0. And with that, we will take our halftime break. Stay tuned for the halftime a little bit.
Hello everyone, this is Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and I'm back again with another halftime segment. This week we are going back to the NFL. We are skipping the podium and going to a brand new segment called Dive. You might be familiar with this guy right here, NFL quarterback Brock Purdy. Some of you might not actually. Throughout the state back in 2015 through 2017 as the quarterback for Perry High School. Now, right after he was named the the Gatorade Player of the Year. And this was the first Arizona Football Player of the Year award to go to Perry High School. Throughout high school, his stats were pretty impressive, throwing for 4,410 yards, 57 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 1,106 rushing yards, and 10 rushing touchdowns. It wasn't all positive for Brock Purdy, as people overlooked him, and this continued to be a theme throughout his career. ESPN and 247 Sports considered Purdy as only a 3-star recruit coming out of high school. Despite this rating, Purdy committed to Iowa State University and joined Kyle Kempt and Zeb Nolan as the 3rd-string quarterback. He soon became the starter that freshman year, as Kempt got injured and Nolan wasn't really producing on the field, so they gave the start to Brock Purdy. In his first season, he would finish with a career best 169.9 passer rating, and he completed 146 out of 220 passes for 2,250 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. The Cyclones achieved 4 consecutive winning seasons with Purdy under center. This made it the first time the program has seen 4 straight winning seasons back since 1923 to 1927. Throughout college, Purdy earned a 151.1 passer rating, throwing for 12,170 yards, 81 touchdowns, and 33 interceptions. But he still wasn't turning any heads and getting noticed. After college, he declared for the NFL draft, and if you're an NFL fan, we all know that Brock Purdy was picked last in the 2022 draft. This is where his nickname Mr. Irrelevant came from. The 2022-23 season for the 49ers was a great one, as they had the #1 defense in the NFL and a really star-studded offense as well. After promising young quarterback Trey Lance went out with an injury in week 2 of the season, Jimmy Garoppolo took the job, but only lasted till week 13 of the season. After Garoppolo suffered a foot injury, Brock Purdy came into the game, and this is where he would make a name for himself in the NFL. Brock Purdy stepped in, completed 25 to 37 passes for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns. He became the first Mr. Irrelevant to throw for a touchdown pass in a regular season game. You really can't make this up. In his first career start, he bested Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. After that game, the team went on to win 6 games in a row and made it to the NFC Championship game. The 49ers completed their 22-23 season with a loss to the Eagles in that championship game. It didn't help either that Brock Purdy was out for most of the game with an injury, and what looked like a Super Bowl winning team fell short and had to go home. Despite losing their #1 and #2 quarterbacks, the 49ers discovered a star in the making. The 49ers are coming off a dominant 30-7 win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. With their excellent defense, one of the best running backs in the NFL in Christian McCaffrey, star wide receivers, and Mr. Relevant, the sky is the limit for the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers will play the Los Angeles Rams this Sunday, and it will be the first time that a #1 overall pick in Matthew Stafford faces off against the last pick in the draft in Brock Purdy. He went from taking Perry High School to the state championship to taking the San Francisco 49ers to the NFC Championship game. It's clear that Arizona's own Brock Purdy is proving all these haters wrong. This has been your week's deep dive, and once again, I'm Kyle Cooper with Varsity Sports, and enjoy the second half.
The NFL season is back, so let's take a look at some of the top plays from week 1, starting with the hometown Arizona Cardinals against the Washington Commanders. How about the defense of the Cardinals coming up with this fumble 6, returning it to the house for a touchdown? The Cardinals defense looked good, but they unfortunately lose a close one. Then we have Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a throw to Zay Jones in the back of the end zone. They had to check to make sure he caught it, but somehow he kept his entire body in bounds and was able to corral it. What an incredible catch from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then from one AFC South team to another, how about the great Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans doing it once again? He became famous for his stiff arms, and here's another ridiculous one against Marcus May of the Saints. Just absolutely pushes him out of the way, trucks him out of the way. Derrick Henry doing his thing right from the get-go this season in week 1. It was a phenomenal week for the San Francisco 49ers. How about Christian McCaffrey? Incredible rushing performance, incredible spin move, taking it to the house. Great blocks from Brandon Ayuk. The 49ers look dominant against the Steelers in week 1. The future looks bright in Green Bay. How about Romeo Doubs from Jordan Love? Young QB, young receiver, finding that connection right from the get-go in week 1. Love back of the end zone, finds Doubs, hauls it in. Great touchdown catch. Packers looked good in week 1. Tough loss for the New England Patriots, but how about this grab from Hunter Henry, the tight end, the one-hand, left-handed grab. Great catch, great highlight from week 1. The first-round rookie, Bijan Robinson of the Falcons, looks like he has so much promise. Look at this juke move, multiple juke moves on his way to the end zone. The first-round running back out of Texas looks like he's off to a great start and going to have one heck of an NFL career. The QB receiver performance of the day would have to be Tua Tagovailoa to Tyreek Hill, finding him time after time after time. Some incredible throws, 2 for a touchdown. Tua goes for 466 yards through the air. Tyreek Hill, 215 receiving yards. I mean, just a ridiculous deep ball catcher and deep ball thrower is Tua. And of course, it had to end with the game-winning touchdown going to Tyreek Hill to seal the deal for the Dolphins over the Chargers in week 1. What a clutch fourth quarter touchdown from Tyreek Hill. Great throw for Tua, right on the money to win the game. What a disastrous night for the New York Giants, and it started like this. Graham Gano, the kicker, gets his kick blocked, and Noah Igbenogany of the Dallas Cowboys defense, which looked dominant, takes it all the way to the house, and the Cowboys would end up winning 40-0 on Sunday night. Let's just say Garrett Wilson has a bright future. What an incredible catch. Maybe a catch of the year candidate already in week 1. Just ridiculous stuff from the young receiver. Zach Wilson finds him in the back of the end zone. Somehow he juggles and hauls it in and finds a way to hang on. He just kind of stuck his arm out but found a way to control it to the ground and not lose it. Just unbelievable stuff. It was a tough opening night for the Jets after losing Aaron Rodgers to that terrible injury, but how about the rookie Xavier Gipson in overtime returning a punt for a touchdown to win the game for the Jets? Just an incredible return. Only the 3rd return touchdown to win a game in overtime to start off the Jets season 1-0.
I'm Jason Goldie for the Varsity Sports Show. Fall ball starts this week for community colleges around the valley. I recently met up with interim head coach Ty Gathen of the Scottsdale Community College baseball team to talk about the upcoming season. How does the team look this season?
Yeah, so on the offensive side, we are a little bit more mature. We have a good group of sophomores, some returners from last year, and then on the pitching side, it's a lot of new faces. So we're excited to get these guys going, and so far it's been a really hard-working group. So we're excited to kind of see how much better we can get this fall, and then obviously when springtime comes. Ready to compete there and have a quality team. I think with the group of guys we have, that we can push this thing as far as we can, as far as a conference championship goes. So that's the ultimate goal.
Your first fall ball game is this Friday against Phoenix College. What do you expect to see from the team?
Just a lot of hustle, honestly. That's the main goal is to right now just kind of see what type of people we have. The baseball, we're still early in the development portion of the fall, so really just trying to see what our character is, and it kind of goes back to those core values I talked about. Can we show some toughness out there? Can we show a team first mindset, some accountability, and then commitment level? But really just trying to work on the person right now and establish those core values.
Any last thoughts?
No, thank you for the time, and would love to have a good crowd out at these games, as these guys work very hard on the field and in the classroom as well. So when we start playing games, obviously the more people that are out to watch them, the better it is for the guys, and the better atmosphere they get to play on. So we're looking forward to having everyone out this fall and spring.
Thank you, Coach Gavin. Good luck this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And there you have it, straight from the coach's mouth. Again, community college fall ball starts this week. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Jason Goldie.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, my name is Eric Perry, and I'm the proud owner of Eco Roofing Solutions. I've been in this industry for over 25 years, and I'm the current president of the Arizona Roofing Contractors Association. Our mission is to provide the absolute best customer experience, and we operate all over the entire state of Arizona. We will come out and provide a courtesy, no-obligation roof inspection to you, as well as an estimate within 24 hours. Our team is dedicated to providing the best quality product and workmanship, and we're here to serve you. Call us at 480-695-7736 or check us out online at ecoroofaz.com. To learn more about us, you can find me on Instagram at YourBeardedRoofer or at Eco Roofing Solutions AZ. We are proud supporters of our community's youth and the next generation, and we would love for you to come and join the hashtag Eco family today.
Call Eric and his team at Eco Roofing Solutions, 480-695-7736, and they'll give you a fast, free, no-nonsense estimate. Tell them Vince sent you.
My name is Kyle Krikorian, and I'm a sophomore studying journalism at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. I am thrilled to join the Varsity Media Foundation as a technical director following Horizon High School football this fall. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Kyle Krikorian.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Ryan Sikora. I'm going to be one of the interns this fall at the Varsity Sports Show. So happy to be with you guys this year. I've loved sports for as long as I can remember, and I cannot wait to be with you guys on Thursday, Friday, and even some Saturdays all this year.
What's inside you? Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it knowledge of the game? Unlocking the greatness inside you means digging deeper, running faster, and going further than you can on your own. Banner Sports Medicine High Performance Center trains the athlete in all of us with technology, techniques, and hands-on experience customized to you. See what you're capable of by unlocking the greatness inside of you.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason Goldie from the Varsity Sports Show. I love sports and fell in love with sports broadcasting back in high school. I can't wait to bring you my unique perspective because I am on the autism spectrum and sometimes I view things a little differently.
Hi everyone, my name is Jackson Webster and I'm a senior at Arizona State University's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This semester, I will be joining Varsity Sports Show as a social media manager. I'm excited to promote and make engaging and informative content this semester.
When you think of family restaurants and sports bars, think Bonfire. Bonfire is part of the Tempe landscape, supporting local schools. Join the Bonfire Booster Club Challenge. Mention Corona del Sol, Desert Vista, Marcos de Niza, Mountain Point, or Valley Christian, and that school's sports program will earn loyalty points. The winner after football season will earn a fundraiser at Bonfire. Come for the food and fun, support the community. Bonfire, open every day east of I-10 on Warner. Show your game ticket all day Friday and Saturday and get 15% off. 480-306-6801. Coaches, the Varsity Sports Show wants to be part of your team in 2023. We have a proven track record of providing the most coverage of your teams with Thursday and Friday night football. We will spotlight your players with multi-camera game broadcasts, pre- and post-game interviews, and segments on our Saturday morning radio show. With over 100 games broadcast in 2022, we will be exceptional for your team. Call, text, or email 480-220-4629 or info@varsitysportshow.com. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
And we welcome you back to Corona del Sol High School here in Tempe, Arizona. It's a 6A showdown tonight featuring the Chandler Wolves, the visitors, and your Corona del Sol Aztecs here on the Varsity Sports Show. Chandler leading it 28-0 as we start the second half, and we welcome you back to the home of the Aztecs. Paul Schultz here along with Jason Goldie. Corona del Sol received the opening kickoff, so they'll kick it away to start the second half. But I will say, although the score may not indicate this, the energy seemed like the offense specifically was getting a little better as we ended that first half.
Yeah, this has been a one-sided game, but Corona del Sol is looking to put points on the board.
Chandler might get there first. A lot of trouble bringing down this receiver. And he quite literally flips the field for the Wolves.
That is Orion Kupu, the defensive back, who forced a fumble against Mountain Ridge.
The return to open the second half goes all the way down inside the 5-yard line, setting up premium field position for Blake Heffron and the Chandler offense.
That was a good job by Corona.
Of 2 out to the left for the Wolves. The receiver on the right motions in. Valentine gets the handoff. He's tripped up short of the goal line. They give him a gain of 3. So spotted at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for Chandler. This time, stopped up again. The the Aztecs defense to open the second half, at least in the red zone, is able to get 2 stops in a row and keep the Wolves out. And that's impressive, especially considering how that brings up 4th down. Fourth and goal. The offense stays out there. Valentine stays in the game. Efron gets the snap. Handoff again. This time cannot be stopped. And Khalil Valentine marches into the end zone for a Chandler touchdown. 34-0.
The Illinois commit has been unstoppable all night.
Well, they usually say that trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results does not work. But when you have Khalil Valentine on your sideline and in the game for you, after a little bit of time, he's bound to make something happen. The extra point attempt is up and good. 35-0. Chandler leads. They score on their first possession of the second half. And the Aztecs will get the ball now for their first possession of the second half.
Corona del Sol, I can imagine they're less concerned about winning and more concerned about putting points on the board.
Canberra Walker over on the Aztec sideline, really fired up himself and trying to get the rest of the team energized as well.
I can imagine.
Back to receive for the Aztecs are number 1, Kevon Thomas, and number 11, Jai Jones.
Kevon Thomas and Jai Jones back deep for the Aztecs.
Usually we see Thomas and Holmes, but Brandon Holmes looks like he's on the bench, and Jai Jones is taking his place. Oh.
Holmes is over on the sideline being attended to by the training staff. And the kickoff received by Thomas. Forward progress stopped at the 16. And here comes Connor Ackerley.
I was at the game between Mojave and Borgate back in August. Mojave won 75-6. Reminded me a lot of the national championship between TCU and Georgia.
Jai Jones motions left to right. Ackerley takes the snap, throws a screen pass to Jones, who's tripped up, able to stay on his feet, go forward for a couple yards before he's tackled.
Number 11,
They'll give him 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
The hard
2nd
count.
And 6. Did it work that time?
Defense, 77. 5 yards, still 2nd down.
It did. They've been trying it all night. Both offenses have, and it finally gets the best of Chandler. That'll be 2nd and 1 for the Aztecs. Screen pass again, this time Raiden Vinesbright. He's past the sticks for the first down and taken out of bounds. And move the chains. Corona del Sol's got a first. They'll spot it at the 30. And trips on the left side Ackerley looks left, fires it deep, and it's caught. Zuri Glenn, what a catch.
In double coverage. Wow.
And now we see the fans and the sidelines start to come alive for Corona del Sol.
Zuri Glenn, the man who caught a touchdown pass last week against Pinnacle.
Glenn is the second leading receiver. He has 163 yards on 11 catches so far coming into this game. Mustachia gets the handoff up the middle, able to break through, and a flag comes in on the play. And it goes against Corona del Sol. That penalty will back them up 10, 15 yards. A chop block.
All the way to the 50.
Well, you know what? This receiving core that the Aztecs have is so talented. We've seen them make big plays here and there throughout the season. And when you have 3, and if you count Jacob Helt, 4 skilled receivers, I hope that one of them can get open for you. Ackerley will look to throw. He fires quickly to the left side. Zuri Glenn stays in bounds. And his forward progress is stopped at the 43.
You were talking about this receiving core that Corona del Sol has. They have a lot of great receivers, but the leader of that receiving core is obviously Raiden Vines Bright, one of the top 5 juniors in the state. No doubt he'll be playing football at D1 and at a D1 school in 2 years.
Vines Bright at the top of your screen, Jacob Helt below him, and Jai Jones motioning left to right.
Zuri Glenn at the
Ackerley
bottom.
loses the football.
Wow!
Cam Cooper.
Cam Cooper just says, "I'll take it, thank you very much."
Ackerley just
Unbelievable.
couldn't see him coming.
Unbelievable.
And just like that, Chandler's back in business. So it'll be up to the defense. Try and get a stop at this drive starting at the 50-yard line. But for a variety of reasons, Blake Heffron and this offense are a tough team to stop. Heffron up at the line of scrimmage, now goes back in the shotgun. He's got Khalil Valentine to his right, but he looks to throw. Scrambles a little bit and throws. Pass is caught. The 24-yard line. It was number 88 with the catch for Chandler.
Micah Warren, or as they call him, Diddy.
This time it's a handoff to Valentine. Spins, breaks a tackle or two, and gets up for a gain of 3.
Spin a little bit too long. Just there. There you go.
Another handoff this time. Stopped about at the line of scrimmage. Valentine, he'll go to the sideline. Give him a break. Heffron goes to the sideline to get the play call. Comes back to the huddle. Third and 7 for the Wolves. Chandler calls a timeout with 3:27 to go in the third quarter. They lead at 35-0. Well, Corona del Sol was putting together a good drive there, and it all came to a screeching halt thanks to Cam Cooper, who was able to knock the ball loose from Connor Ackerley and give Chandler possession back. So the offense back out on the field for the Wolves. 3rd and 7 from the 21-yard line. Heffron takes the snap, looks to throw. Feels a little bit of pressure, so he takes off with it. And he slides around the 15. That's something that some college and even professional quarterbacks can't pick up on for a while, is being able to slide and protect themselves from getting tackled. But Heffron learning that early here in his high school career. This time they'll hand off to Valentine. He gets tripped up and stopped. And that's a big one for the Corona del Sol defense. They get that 4th down.
And they are fired up.
Offense comes onto the field for the Aztecs. The Wolves went for it on that 4th down and couldn't get it. And here we go. What can the Aztecs do as they take over from their own 15-yard line? Quentin Bradley in the game at halfback. Zuri Glenn lined up at the bottom of the screen. And Jai Jones motions to the left. Ackerley looks to throw, feels the pressure, rolls out right, tries to take off with it, and he's taken down. The ball came loose. Chandler recovered it, but the ref ruled it dead. So the Aztecs will retain the possession. A loss of 1 yard on the play. Second and 11 from the 14. Handoff to Bradley. Tries to get through with a stiff arm, but tripped up and tackled for another loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. You'd have to imagine they're going to try to pass on this one. And they set up with Zuri Glenn, Jai Jones on the left, Raiden Vinesbright out wide on the top. Jones now in motion. Ackerley takes the snap, throws it deep. Intended for Zuri Glenn, and he just can't quite hold on to it. Got to credit some solid coverage there by the Chandler defense. Christian Compion, the 6'2 senior. Cam Cooper back to receive. Malcolm Flynn will kick it away again.
Called for a fair catch.
It's called for at the 49. 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. So the horn sounds, the third quarter comes to a close, 35-0. The Chandler Wolves lead it. Let's take a break and we'll return in a moment for the fourth quarter.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Hey there, I'm Aaron Nemiroff, and I'll be joining the Varsity Sports Show for the fall 2023 semester. Sports has always been my passion, and I'm looking forward to working with the team. Check out my Twitter for a variety of sports content at Aaron2Tons.
Fourth quarter now beginning here at Corona del Sol. Chandler has the ball from the 50-yard line. Their running back spins, breaks free, and he's tripped up. Tristan Holosana with the run, and he's tackled by Corona del Sol. They'll spot the ball at the 39. A little pass out to number 14. He's taken to the ground by Dominic Ruiz.
That's complete to number 14. Gain of 1 on the play. All right.
Carter Ochoa, who we saw targeted earlier quite a bit.
Dominic Ruiz on the picture.
Chandler called for a false start, backs him up. Second on 14, another handoff. The running back breaks free, runs over a defender, still on his feet. He gets the first down and more.
Tristan
Tristan
Halsana on the run. Halsana, who had a 32-yard rushing touchdown against Cesar Chavez.
Efron with the snap. Holsana gets the handoff again. This time runs into the line of scrimmage or into the offensive line and can't get through. Brings up 3rd and 7 after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, excuse me. Another handoff. And Holsana brought down around the 18-yard line.
with the carry. He sets up a Wolves first down.
First down and 10 from the 15.
Handoff again. Holsana still on his feet inside the 5. Pushed out of bounds. No, he's not. They said he's inside the pylon. It's a touchdown.
Whoa. Rushing touchdown number 2 for Tristan Halsana.
Extra point attempt up and good. And the Chandler Wolves lead the Corona del Sol Aztecs 42-0 with 8:47 to go in the game.
Look down at the tripod. Okay, do you see that little round thing? That's kind of under the tripod. Go up, go up. It's going up. No, don't adjust it. Keep it straight down. There's a thing that you can do. Yes, okay. It's right there, right there.
So Chandler kicks off again. Adriano Pilato. Back deep is Jai Jones. He catches it just inside the goal line. And he's tackled, brought down at the 23. Actually, it was not Jai Jones. It was Jamar Patterson. So here we go. Aztecs offense looking to take that 0 off the board. They'll set up 1st and 10 at the 23. Raiden Vinesbright and Zuri Glenn lined up. And it's a handoff. Gain of 2.
With the carry, gain of 3 on the play.
They'll actually give him 3. That was Nick Mustachia. Ackerley hands off to Mustachia again. And he's swarmed at the line.
You gain 1 on the play.
And it'll be no gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 6. Pass play. Ackerley fires to the left side. It's caught.
Great catch.
Zuri Glenn.
Number 5.
He goes out of bounds at the 44. And those are the kind of plays that we've really been looking for all night.
Yeah. That type of play is exactly what the Aztecs need to put themselves on the board.
They have not moved the sticks yet. Appears there may be a flag down.
Pass interference on the defense is refused. 1st down.
So the Aztecs decline pass interference, and they'll take it at the spot of Zuri Glenn's. Very impressive catch. Glenn at the top of the screen. Raiden Vinesbright at the bottom. Mustachia gets the handoff again. Finally brought down after about 5 yards.
Mustachia with the carry, gain of 5 on the play.
A flag comes in before the snap.
Penalty results in first down.
And a 5-yard penalty offsides against Chandler. First down for Corona del Sol.
First and 10 Aztecs. Hey folks, head on over to the snack bar. $1 hot dogs, $10 Caesar slice pizza for $3 a slice.
That pass was incomplete, intended for Jacob Heltz.
Number 87, Jacob Hill.
Folks, tune into the Varsity Sports Show on the radio every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. on KDUS AM 1060 for game recaps, coach interviews, and special sports segments for our contributors all morning long. And check out our Twitter at Varsity Show for more content.
We will have a post-game interview with Coach Jake Barrow, hear his thoughts on the performance tonight. After the penalty, it's 1st and 25 for Corona del Sol. Ackerley fires quickly to Jacob
what a
Held.
hit!
His first catch of the game, and he is hit hard.
Patrick Sowney with a big hit.
I think he was feeling the effects of that hit a little bit. Wow. But I mentioned it earlier. When Helt is targeted, he tends to make a big play out of it. Ackerley feels the pressure, dumps it off to Mustachia. He might get back to the line of scrimmage, but no further. They'll spot him at the line of scrimmage and bring up 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17 and the 47-yard.
Ackerley looks to throw again. Throws to Helt on the left side. Stays on his feet, and he's tackled at the 48. That'll bring up 4th down, and the Aztecs will stay on the field. The first time tonight they're going for it. It's a 4th and 13 from the 47. Ackerley tosses it out to Jai Jones. Jai makes a couple cuts, stays on his feet past the 40. He's got the first down. And Jai Jones, who hasn't necessarily had the biggest night of the season tonight, makes a great catch and cuts up field on that one.
Do you believe that Jai Jones is only a freshman?
They are going to enjoy having him as a receiver for many years to come as Jacob Helt motions right to left. He gets the pass. He is hit around the 28.
That's completed through number 87, Jacob.
That's enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs.
First and 18 Aztecs on the 40-yard.
Not 1st and 10. It'll be 1st and 18 now from the 40. This time a pass out to Raiden Vinesbright, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that was Glenn. Raiden Vinesbright is
Correction, yes,
down at the
Zuri
bottom of
Glenn.
the screen.
That'll be 2nd and 19 now. Pass play for Mackerly. Steps up in the pocket, runs. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Still on his feet. Gets out of bounds around the first down marker. Not quite sure if he got there. And now under 2 minutes, we'll have Jason head down and get ready to interview Coach Barrow for the post-game interview.
All right. See ya.
Number 1 Aztecs. Jason.
There we go. Just over a minute to go in this one. Aztecs trying to take. And Chandler will get the ball at the 20. To a lot of teams this season. They have put a lot of points on the board and held their opponents to not very many points. In this case, 0 tonight for Corona del Sol.
That's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
And the clock expires or runs down. And the final horn sounds. The players meet at midfield, and Chandler High School wins it 42-0. That is your final score here on the Varsity Sports Show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.